All right, y'all. Americans are losing their jobs for no reason, evidently. We about to get straight into this video, but first, like it before you light it. Hit the sub before you hit the bud. Join the team before you hit the green, and don't forget to
hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
So I got laid off. It's been 4 days. I worked there for 9 years and had all my major life milestones there. I've made incredible friends, have incredible coworkers, but the biggest takeaway I have from this
You ain't got that many real friends at that job. I promise you that, which leads me to tell y'all to go watch my video about that.
experience is to take advantage of all the benefits your company offers you. Take all your PTO. Work the system to take as many days as you can. Negotiate for more days. Take your maternity leave. Take your full paternity leave. Literally any benefit that they are giving you, take advantage, because at the end of the day, all they care about is their bottom line.
Yep.
And as soon as that starts to suffer, they are not going to think twice about laying off as many people as they need. So just don't kill yourself at work, because you're just a number on a spreadsheet.
So I got laid off. I'm a 24-year-old CPA who was laid off from her very first big girl job. It's been 2 weeks. This is the third week. The first week I was in disbelief, so I took a vacation. The second week I experienced all 7 stages of grief. And now we're in the third week. It's Monday and it's time to get back in the game. I debated coming on the internet with this because it kind of feels a little bit embarrassing. But then I realized it's not. It's life. I'm 24. Something like this was bound to happen, as in a bump in the road was bound to happen. And now we pivot. And why not showcase this on social media where everything is so perfect and everything is so seamless? Why not show my little bump in the road? Because showing my imperfect life gives awareness to other people who are in my age range, who are going to go through bumps, who are going to go through things that are outside of their plans. Why not show this to give awareness that that is life? This is a great opportunity to also show how good my God is. And this is a perfect opportunity to pivot into something that I actually like. I like being a CPA, just not in the public accounting space. So why not pivot into doing something that I actually like?
I'm just glad she had a job where it was like in demand, bro. They're going to need CPAs and things of that nature. I'm just glad she didn't get one of them degrees that don't lead to a job that you hear about all the time.
So come join me on this journey.
So this morning I walked into the office and it was weirdly empty. I didn't think much of it, and then I logged on and opened up my email. Immediately saw a 20-minute meeting scheduled on my calendar, and I already know what that meant. I grabbed my stuff and left the office. I was there for maybe 5 minutes at most and came back home. Got read my severance package, got read when I'm going to roll off my benefits. And now here we are on the floor of my living room. And honestly, I am okay. Like I always preach on here that the job market is cooked and to always not put all your eggs in one basket. This is not a shock. A lot of people are getting laid off these days. And 100%, I'm not taking this to heart of my performance. Or I've literally people that were at my company for more than 12 years were impacted. I was talking to one of my friends about this, but I was telling her, I was like, I have to tell you guys, like I cannot keep creating content and not tell you what is actually happening within my career. And funny enough, I also post content about how to try to get a job. So here I am going to show you guys how I'm going to get my next job. Obviously not happy about what's going on, but I always say that everything happens for a reason and it's in God's plan. So be prepared to be sick of me of laid off girly series coming up.
See, me personally, I've always been the type of person. I kept me an umbrella, a safety net. You know, I'm pretty good with my money for the most part. So I keep a little money around. That way, if something were to happen, I can cover expenses for the foreseeable future until I figure out my next move. A lot of people ain't in that situation, though. You'll make the money, spend it all because, let's say, lack of management or the economy, everything is high. I'm not trying to say it isn't, but, bro, knowing that these people just look at you like a number on a spreadsheet, you got to be proactive and ready to get it in if you have to.
Never in a million years could you have paid me to tell me that 2026 was going to start off with me getting laid off yesterday. Laid off. I am unemployed as of right now. And I am in shock. I am in shock. I went for a run last night. I'm crying like a baby. But now we back and we better. But obviously, you know, we're going to have to pivot from the fashion content because obviously it don't make sense to be buying clothes in this situation. So now it's just more, I'm going to give y'all a lifestyle. I'm going to take y'all on this whole journey from day one as of today until when I land back on my feet. I don't know exactly what that looks like, Maybe back on my feet is full-time content creator. Maybe back on my feet is a new 9 to 5. But either way, it's going to work out for me because God, and I have faith and I believe that that's the only option for me. So I appreciate y'all that been here so far. Obviously, this is a crazy time for me, but we're going to get through it.
So I read.
Hey, bro, like a man, I'm glad he did what he did. He went and had his little 30-second pity party. He got right back on it. Like, look, this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to figure out our next move. We ain't going to cry about it. Straight up. Me, I'm the type of person, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get back on my feet.
We just got laid off, like out of nowhere. I was killing it and they told me that. I just signed a lease to move closer to work the day before. This company made you care so much. I was so emotionally invested that like it feels like a heartbreak. The most similar feeling I felt like before is like getting cheated on because it's so out of nowhere and it's so abrupt. It just fucking hurts. My whole life was that job, my entire life. And it was just taken from me. I know that your job shouldn't be your life. And that's a big lesson I'm learning, but like, fuck, how do I like get over this feeling of like betrayal and heartbreak?
I just got let go from my job as part of organizational shifts and return to office. As you guys know, I have been a remote employee.
Hey, an organizational shift is code word for the profits aren't what we would like them to be, so we're going to reduce labor, which is most companies' biggest expense.
For the past 5 years, really since the beginning of the pandemic. And I'm crying because, not because I'm sad that I got let go. Obviously, the instability of losing an income always sucks. What sucks most about being let go is somebody taking control out of your hands.
Right.
I always preach internally and here at home that we have got to be the people in the driving seat of our futures, of our careers. And when a company takes that control out of your hands, it sucks because all of a sudden the plan that you had, the roadmap that you were on board for, is gone. Now you've got to start over. And this is why you've always got to have a plan B, a plan C, and most importantly, an emergency fund. I am incredibly upset and frustrated. There have been several shifts in the company in this last couple of months that I just knew the writing was on the wall and I knew my time was coming.
You knew your days was numbered.
The fact that we have an emergency fund, because ultimately that is what matters at the end of the day, is that we have money to pay our mortgage, to pay for our daycare. We have that as a fallback, and I can take time, maybe a week, to just collect my thoughts and put together a strategy for job hunting. Always be prepared for the unexpected, because ultimately companies will always put themselves first.
Yes.
And as much as you want to believe that you're part of the family, you like the people you work with, it's a business transaction. It's a business contract, and you've got to handle it as such. But please know that you are more than your job. You are more than what you do. Have a plan, have an emergency fund. Do not spend more than you need to. Live below your means. We are in strange times. That isn't beside me losing the job, just general messaging. Protect yourselves, treat yourself as a business, and always be looking for better opportunities because companies would do the same, and they are.
Companies are hypergamous, man, I swear. But look, though, when you give up job the permission to feed you, coincidentally, you're giving them the permission to starve you. And like I always say, bro, people only work hard enough to not get fired, and the employers only pay you enough for you not to quit. It's a delicate balance right there, bro. You got to look out for you and yours.
I just got laid off about an hour ago. I cried for a while, and I think the hardest part about it is I loved my job. I cared so much, but like knowing that you put your full effort towards something and then feeling like they decided it wasn't enough or it wasn't worth enough. Like right now, I feel just very like, not even undervalued because I clearly am not valued, but like that all of my effort wasn't good enough or it wasn't important or it wasn't relevant. I got laid off today and it's just, I don't know. And LA is burning and their fires are everywhere and I got laid off and I don't have a job. So like in perspective, it's not that big of a deal. There's other jobs, but it goes so much deeper than not having a job. So yeah, I don't know. I'm jobless.
So today something happened. My boss sent me a text and asking me if I got a meeting invite for 9 a.m. this morning. Then we met, and then there's been like a lot of changes in our business. Then she said, unfortunately, your job has been impacted as well. So after 19 official years, 2 years as a temp, so 21 years at my company, I am officially laid off.
Oh, that's cold.
And it was a shock, but it is an opportunity now because I feel like everything happens for a reason, and God puts us in places where it might seem like we're uncomfortable, but it's because you need to move. So I'm excited about my future. I'm happy and grateful for the 21 years at my old company. We'll see how it goes from here.
Hey, bro, I'd have been flipping furniture around there, dog. Giving my life to a company for 20 plus years, dog. The longest I've ever stayed at one job, maybe 5 or 6 years. I've always been nomadic. I'm after the bread. If I can find another job that's paying me more, I'm leaving, not feeling bad about it. Don't care. I'm probably don't even put a 2 weeks in, honestly, because I ain't never heard of somebody getting a 2 weeks notice when they got fired.
I got laid off from my job today, like an hour ago, and I'm not even worried about it because I didn't want to go to work today anyway. Like, who wants to go to work? This isn't my first time getting laid off. This isn't my first rodeo, but now I know how to get through it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressing about it. It's all a part of a bigger plan, and I know God's got me because he got me through the last time, and last time was way worse. Who knows how this is going to turn out, but all I know is he got me through it. It didn't feel good. It doesn't feel good now, but it'll be okay. I know it'll be okay. It's okay every single time. He hasn't failed me yet, and he's not going to start now. So I have some free samples that are in my mailroom that I'm going to go get, and I have to make content for because TikTok Shop is currently the only thing that's bringing in some money. So, yeah.
Pretty sure I'm about to get laid off from my 9-to-5 right now, so come with me to my meeting.
You got to be there physically?
Share, and that's why I've asked HR to join me. As you have seen, our business environment and organizational structure have shifted in many ways since we began our company transformation. And as we move forward with fewer brands and consolidated functions, we need to make some additional changes. And as part of this restructuring, your positions have been eliminated. The decision is not a reflection on anyone's performance, but it's based on what the broader business needs. I know it's super hard news. I'm going to turn it over.
My apologies for the nature of the call today, and I apologize for the difficult decision that has been made that is impacting you. And I truly wish you nothing but the best as you move forward.
Hold it. When I say, so we just had a company meeting 2 hours ago, and they just did a massive firing. I'm not going to say the company's name or whatever, but they just did a massive firing. When I say these jobs do not care what you got going on. The job market is so bad in America, it's not even funny. Like, you can't even get the job at McDonald's. You can't even get the job that you can only make probably $7.25 anymore. You can't get a job for that. No one's hiring, but everybody is hiring, but nobody's really hiring. These jobs that you get on, you just got to take it by a grain of salt because, you know, they're not really caring. They're not caring whatsoever. If you know how good you are, how educated you are, they don't care. And it's people who go on to college getting degrees, can't even get the job with that degree because they don't have enough experience, but the job's not hiring. So, you know, it's just really crazy. The job marketing is very bad, and it's gonna get worse and worse each time. Yeah, you can't even really quit a job these days, and you really can't stay at a job too long. And you can't, and even these jobs you have to take by a grain of salt. You can't call out. You can't take vacations. You have to stay at that job to make sure you have job security to pay bills that you barely can afford. Yeah.
By 2020.
Hey, man, some of these jobs will get pissed off just because you want to go on a vacation. Man, I mean, what you mean you want to go on a vacation? We need you here. She gonna start falling through the cracks if you take a vacation. Your dumb ass gonna listen to him and not go. Crazy.
27, the majority of American workers are going to be self-employed. That's been projected since 2017. And I'll bet you didn't know that. It's not because everyone wants to be self-employed. It's because the system stopped working. Today alone, Meta laid off 8,000 people who got their layoff notices mostly via email. Walmart's cutting. Oracle's cutting over 30,000 jobs. And then, of course, the government just handed $1.7 billion to the January 6th rioters. This system and the people who run it, they're not trying to help you.
You can give money to the January 6th insurrectionists, but you can't give money to, you know what, we're not going to talk about that today. Y'all know where I'm going with it, though. It's other groups of people that need the dough for real.
They're actually ripping the rug right out from underneath you. People like me who've seen this coming have tried to warn people for the last few years. A lot of people listened and moved into building an income on their own, but a lot of people haven't yet. And I'm telling you, get on it before the turn of the new year. And you might be wondering, well, how'd they do it? They took skills they already had, experience they already had, and transferred it into their own income they own, they control, not some big corporation. The shift's already happening. The question is, are you going to be part of that shift, or are you going to get left behind? You have everything you need within you, but I'm curious, leave me a comment. Are you building something on the side while you still have a job? Are you still applying for jobs because you lost yours and you think that another job with a corporation is going to save you? Or are you just paralyzed right now? Let me know in the comments, and then catch me live, because I'm going to teach you how to find your skills, how to turn them into income. And I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years. So this is based on actual data and experience. And I've helped many people start up their own businesses. If you're curious about where you're at and if you're ready to earn your own income, I created a free quiz. The link's in my bio.
Well, hey, bro, for me, in I would say at least 2015, since then, I always told myself I'm not going to just allow no job to have 100% autonomy over me, meaning I got to listen to them just to get paid and all that kind of stuff. I got to figure out another way to make money, because just depending on this job, knowing how these politics work in the workplace, it's just not safe to me, man. Like, that's just, to me, that's living life on the edge, honestly, bro. Because I know my personality type, man. You could be a manager. You come say anything that anybody outside of work would tell me as, you know, I would take it as disrespect. I'm checking it right then and there, straight up. I'm a man at the end of the day. And boy, people don't like them type of people in the workplace. They like people who gonna go along and get along. I'm not that type of person. I'm gonna speak on how I feel, bro. And I knew that ultimately that's gonna cost me a job. Straight up.
To earn your own income, I created
offs in the last year. It finally got to me. I am laid off without a job. So if you feel like hanging out with me for a minute, I'd love that.
That's unnecessary.
If this video gets to a minute, I might get a couple dollars from it, and I guess that would be helpful right now. Literally had no warning. For the last year, I've been the top performer, like month over month.
And they got rid of you?
Got good feedback. Was always told like I was never doing anything wrong. So I know it's not me. It's got to deal with company performance, but it doesn't make the news any easier. And it's also like so fascinating when you see like the people sitting in the meeting reading the like scripted thing that HR has come up with and created for you, and you just like stare. It's like so uncomfortable. I know that I'll be okay and I know that it'll work out, but like right now I'm just a little stressed and like needing to figure out where to pivot. But I'm going to take today to just do something for me and relax and chill. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. But if you feel like sending me a like, a share, or a little bit of love, I'd appreciate it. We don't make much from TikTok, but like every dollar helps right now, so.
I just got laid off at 3 p.m. on a Thursday. And I have no idea what to do right now. I don't know how to react. I think I've called every single person in my contact list. Yeah, my company's essentially been going through a transitional period because we went through some pretty tragic loss, and they didn't need me anymore. And that's fine, but like, what do I do right now? Like, what do I do right now? What do I do right now? Oh my God, I'm like sweating. Like, I've been sweating for an hour. Holy shit. Yeah, so here's my application to be your unemployed friend for the next little bit.
Access denied.
I don't know how long this is going to last. I'm scared shitless. But I also know that it's all going to work out. So I'm kind of just like here right now. Yeah. Y'all are about to get real sick of me because I'm about to be posting a lot.
I'm already sick of you. I'm joking, but like, dog, getting fired, bro. You think, damn, I'm about to be homeless. I'm about to be carless. I'm about to be foodless. I'm about to be phoneless. I'm about to be girlfriendless. You about to be everything less, bro.
But why does no one talk about work breakups? I got laid off from my job today. It was worse than like a relationship breakup, which is very bizarre to me. I'm only 24 and this is my first time experiencing this. I watched my dad go through it. And I know that it happens. Feelings that you feel are just like pretty terrible, to be honest. I know that I'm gonna get through it and I'm gonna come out on the other side because that's just who I am. If anyone has any advice or tips on what to do when you get laid off, would be greatly appreciated. I work in social media. I worked at a marketing agency. That's my interest. If anyone has any connections, let me know. Agency.
There you go, bro. If you got a job, you better be happy as hell, man, because tomorrow you could possibly not have a job. And I ain't wishing that on none of y'all, even the haters, bro. I ain't wishing that on nobody, bro, because your kids and your family ain't got nothing to do with your hateration and all that stuff you got going on. But at the same time, dog, you got to look out for you and yours, because I promise you, them people will look you dead in your face. Matter of fact, they ain't even going to give you that satisfaction, bro. They going to do it over a Zoom meeting. It's kind of sad, bro. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video.
Hype me up. Hype me up.